Scorpio, how are you? This is your August 2019 reading. It's for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, welcome back if you've already been here, Cusp of Beauty Tarot. Welcome. If it's your first time, happy to have you here. I'm going to do a reading for you and your person. Okay? So you can always switch up the actors and the players here to see what is resonating with you. But to start out of the gate, Scorpio, you're over here and your person's over here. Okay? This is where your energy is right now, how you see your person, how you feel about them, where they are right now, how they see you, and how they feel about you. Okay? This is your collective energy, the two of you together, potential obstacle, advice, and potential outcome. Bottom of the deck for you during this August 2019 period is, unfortunately, this angst Nine of Swords card. This is a really challenging one. I'm not sure if you can see this figure all kind of curled up in a ball, gripping his legs, darts of blood kind of coming out. There's just a lot of, you can see his head in the dark. And the eyes are, the head's right there. He's gripping, holding his knees, fetal position. This is not fun. However, I've got the Two of Cups underneath. So there's definitely an important relationship afoot here. Let's see what's really coming up. So, by the way, I'm using the Fountain Tarot, which I always do enjoy. Your energy, Scorpio, is the Nine of Wands. So we just got a Nine of Swords. So something may be kind of approaching a closure or a shift. If we've already got two nines in the reading, your energy is Nine of Wands. You've been through a lot with this partnership person. You've put a lot of energy into it. You've fought a lot of battles, or you've earned your stripes with this person. It's the Warrior card. You've been around the block. You are not out of this yet. Don't tap you out yet. You've got more energy in you for this relationship. But right now, it would definitely say that you've definitely climbed a mountain with this relationship. Okay? So the way you do see your person, Scorpio, is you see them hurting right now, which is really maybe part of this picture of this Nine of Swords, is that one or both of you is definitely at a loss or feeling left out or feeling sad. You do see them that way, where maybe they don't understand that the Two Cups are still standing because they're only focused on what's not working. You might be dealing with somebody who might be I won't say a victim personality. I'd like to think that people don't have that only always in their personality, but that they can go through phases where they feel like that. So you may be seeing that whatever your person is going through right now is not having them show up in the best light. They might feel like they're going through the glass half empty kind of lack period of time, or they just may be really feeling this relative to you and relative to the relationship, but that's how you see them right now. How you feel about them is the Seven of Coins. You feel patient despite how challenging this might be or how challenged you see them. You feel patient about this. You're assessing. You're willing to see where this is going to pan out. You see, again, you have invested a certain amount of energy and likely love in this situation. And you have here as well, because he's got his plants, he's got his cabbages, and they're harvesting, but he's deciding, what does he have set? Does he have, 7? He's tending his garden, and he's evaluating what he's really got. So your feeling is you're evaluating if you should be investing more in this situation. What do you really have? How's it really looking? Actually, there's a lot of evaluation going on during this period with other signs as well. So the energy that your person is in right now is actually the Ten of Coins, which is really interesting. You see them as a Five of Cups, sort of down and out at a loss energy. They're sitting in what they feel is a Ten of Coins energy. So they're actually feeling at least Maybe it's even just from the work realm, but they're feeling sort of prosperous and abundant. There's certain things that would be, at least to the outside world, this person is showing up as successful and doing pretty well. If that is below the surface, we'll find out, but that is how they're showing up in their energy. The way they see you right now, Scorpio, this is interesting. So they see you as being 9 of coins and pretty independent, self-sufficient, successful as well. And, yielding the fruit of your labor and the fact that you've been working hard and you've been yielding positivity and positive things, tangible results. The 9 of coins is always in her garden with her animals and her fruits and her, fruits of her labor, and things have been turning back around for you. And they see that in you, and she's beautiful and she's abundant. So they look at you that way, which is really wonderful, really wonderful. How they feel about you. I knew this was going to come up again. So there's a reason why you see them as sad. Because they are. Now, if we thought the 9 of Swords was dark, curled up in the fetal position dark, the 8 of Swords, they're feeling really sad. They're feeling possibly betrayed, possibly... I'm sorry, this is not 10, but it's the 8. But the 8 of Swords is they've got their blindfold on and they can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see their way out of what feels like an angstful situation. So yes, the 9 of Swords, maybe for one of both of you, is that angst and sleepless night kind of feeling. But truthfully, they're feeling attacked or they're feeling imprisoned or they're like a prisoner of their own situation. So I do think there's a victim. It's very interesting. They're feeling victimized or they're feeling like a victim. And 8 of Swords is a victim-y card. And I said earlier, actually used that word earlier, that you see them as a victim or that they're acting like they're a victim. And it's showing up that way. And then the energy, sorry, I just felt the need to take in some oxygen. I don't know why. Maybe it was after this card. I needed like a deep breath. Oh my gosh. So the energy between the two of you, Scorpio, is the Ace of Swords. So the ace is going down, almost like making a line in the glass, about to chink a line in this glass. So the energy, I think, between the two of you is one of about to really clear something up, about to really draw your line in the sand sort of thing, about to firm up a boundary or clear something up. I don't see it like the sword that's facing up as in victory, victory and positivity. I actually feel it's more of a clarity, that you are aiming for clarity or a boundary for some reason I'm seeing with the two of each other, or just, I don't know. I'm just kind of resonating with the fact that the sword is going through these two geometric figures, one on one side and one on the other. It's almost like a divider line. So I wonder if there's a division between the two of you right now with this whole dark energy where you just really are separate right now. And it's, maybe you're beyond this moment. You're not working it out. I'm not sure. Your obstacle right now is Knight of Swords. The obstacle might be that you're not communicating. The obstacle might be that somebody communicated in a really poor fashion that created some hurt feelings or a breakup. The Knight of Swords wields the sword, comes in fast, thinks they know what they want, can say hurtful things, can be abrupt, blunt, and not always do the right thing verbally. They don't always mean harm, but they're pretty brash and they're pretty fast. So that could be the challenge, that communication has been off or is not happening. The advice for you is the Tower. So Tower as advice would be, you need to really look at what's not working and what is, and maybe shatter through. Again, interesting. You might be on the way to this Tower because, again, I was just seeing that this sword is cutting through something. It's literally cutting through and poking through glass. And in a way, once this tips, it's going to shatter and break as glass would here. So you two, whatever it is, are on the way to figuring out what can no longer be the same. And it's going to be something that you might be able to help along by being honest. But the Tower's coming anyway. I mean, it's an advice card, but I think the advice is to accept the Tower and not fight it. Because on the other side of the Tower is usually another build, another restructuring, great illumination to work out something that's going to really be more solid. What's possible as an outcome for the two of you is the Six of Wands. Lovely, lovely. So the Six of Wands as an outcome would be, and this is like a figure lying on his back, you know, very relaxed, holding up his baton wand with his wands all around him in the bright red, you know, kind of a relaxing victory, a at-peace victory. There's nothing tumultuous about this. It's an at-peace victory. So what is in store is whatever's on the other side of this potential upheaval, and there's definitely upheaval, Scorpio. There's upheaval coming, and there's no doubt it's in the midst. These dark cards, you know, the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, but coming, and Five of Swords, Five of Cups. I will have to say that I think that it's your person who's feeling it more than you, or one person in this reading, whoever that is. But potential outcome being the Six of Wands, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. There's victory coming for one or both of you together. Let's see. What is this Ace of Swords energy between the two of you? Is it a divider line? Is it you need to kind of put a chink in the armor and see what's beneath? Breakthrough? I think it's a breakthrough. I do. I think it's a breakthrough of some sort, which is also why it's connected to the Tower. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ten of Cups. Amazing. So a breakthrough that could lead to a Ten of Cups and Chariot. So tons of harmony, fulfillment, love, clarity around what you're needing, what you're wanting, what you're looking for in that, and where you need to move to get it. And that's why Six of Wands is still possible. It could be for you. This is your reading, not necessarily their reading, although it's about the couple energy. What is happening is there's going to need to be a break before it gets better. There's going to need to be a line in the sand, a truthful conversation, I think, you know, before this is going to get better. I just kind of heard the phrase, your come to Jesus conversation. Please pardon that phrase for anyone religious out there, but that come to Jesus conversation is, look, we need to really have an honest conversation before we can move in control and forward, okay? So, the Six of Wands. I just want to understand something. Why is your person in such angst? You see them as feeling like a victim. They feel Eight of Swords, like maybe they're in a really big angstful period right now. What is the nature of their angst? Hanged Man and another, oh my gosh, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. So maybe you cast them out a little bit, put them on pause. Maybe you stopped communicating for whatever reason you may have blocked them, stopped communicating, put things on pause, and that kind of freaked them out. And they imagined the worst because they see you Knight of Coins. They see you as attractive and positive and confident. And you, again, you might be at a distance from them right now, and you left their sphere or left their world or put them on pause, and it created huge angst for them, Scorpio. And maybe you don't even know that, because to the outside world, they show up as a Ten of Coins, positive and abundant. But that is not all the case here. So some truth is going to need to come out. There's a victory possible. Victory, victory, Ten of Cups is possible here. So hold on to that. Have the truthful conversation if you need to. Eventually, it's going to stir the pot. stir up the structures, tower moments, but in the end, it looks like it could be good for you. One way or another, honesty will be better than staying in the dark about this from either end. So I wish you luck with that, Scorpio. I hope some of this might have resonated. Please drop me a comment. Please subscribe. Helps out the channel. And I will see you here soon. Have a good August. Take care.